Hello and welcome to another live episode. I've been away from my garden for quite some time and everything is different. Remember the dry garden during the drought? So now we have lots and lots and lots and lots of weeds all around. And I had an issue with my bare ground. So look at my ground now. Well covered. Look at this. I know even if it rains today and I come to the garden tomorrow, it will not be a mess. Because this week and last week, we've been getting some rains. So it's been difficult to get into the garden. Then I was away for some time. So I didn't even post videos for about how many days? 3 or more days, something like that. Because I always post frequently to just show you the progress of my garden. Because I'm coming from a period of dry ground, not having water. So experiencing and just seeing the changes in my garden after getting enough water is great. So today I've got a lot of work to do. Hello Star Homestead India, welcome. I've got lots of work to do in my garden today. I've been away for so long. And today my joy is that I have plenty of ground cover. Yes, Star Homestead India. Today we are doing lots of work. Look at this. So the weeds are overgrown, which is good. It's about 10 in the morning, 10:30 in the morning. It's about 10:30 in the morning. So here, I want to show you where we want to work. So I had already started clearing this space. And this space I've cleared because I want to plant some tomatoes. Star Homestead said it's almost 2 p.m. Okay. Yeah, most of my friends are in a different time zone. So right now they are sleeping and I'm awake. Yeah, it's good morning there, it's good afternoon. Well, for others they are in the night, sleeping deeply in the night. So this area has been cleared, but the weeds are here. So once I transplant the many tomatoes, I'm going to cover around because ground cover is so important. Once the rains decide, okay, it's enough, this ground cover will be so good because it's going to dry up and also act as my fertilizer, enriching the ground. So I've gotten a very good carpet just to walk around in the garden. So today I'm not so that muddy walking around in the garden. So I want to set you up. We start working. And before we start working, just by weeding, I've been finding some good plants. Like these are chili plants that have come up. This one is an edible weed. So I'm weeding while leaving back there. I'm leaving behind the edible weeds and the seedlings. So I've also seen dandelion around. I was weeding this side. Look at this. And lots of tomato plants that have come up. The chili seedlings, the chili seeds and seedlings are looking so good. I think this climate is favorable to growing chilies, and after surviving the drought. And finally, it seems like they are ripening. The temperatures have been so low and they've taken so long to just ripen and become beautiful. I hadn't even seen this in the morning. But now I have some chili seedlings, which I know. Hot climate is great for chilies, yes. Because they actually survived the drought. Look at the top of the plant, that they were all dry like this. So some more edibles, and this is amaranth, and this one has just grown. This is wild, so beautiful. You're asking whether, yes, I let the chilies ripen, but then we've been harvesting lots of green chili to eat, like here. We've been harvesting lots of them to just enjoy them green. But I love just letting them ripen on the plant. Then we can harvest. So the plants are getting, like, they have enough water. That's why you see some yellowing. So when there's too much water, it's a problem. Too little water, a problem. This is also wild amaranth. So as I'm removing the other weeds, I'm just leaving the edible ones. And remember my small amaranth? Look at this now. From that small container, after harvesting, so it has turned to something like a bush, and the leaves are still soft and healthy and looking good. So these ones are green. But then when you look at this other wild one, look at this rich color. So this is also amaranth. So at different points in the garden it's growing. So that one I'm not removing. I only want to harvest, to weed out the grasses and lay them on the ground. Then remember, I did a live coming to plant my potatoes while it was raining, and finally the potatoes have come up. Look at my potato plants that I planted around this pumpkin, and you see the progress of the pumpkin. Look at this. This is the potato plant, and the pumpkin is here. So here I have potatoes and pumpkin. I think I'll scatter some few beans here, so that I'll be having some nice plants that work good together. So they shot up so fast like this, and some are like really leggy. They look leggy because I think they were looking for the sun. So today, as I've been just going around, I realized, wow, my potatoes have come up. So these ones I had uprooted them earlier and just laid them here. And there's even another potato coming up here. So they were looking for the sun and they shot up like that. So these are the same potatoes I planted during the live when it was raining. And they finally come up. So I've just given them a good ground cover. So let me set this so that I can get to work. Yes, they look quite good. And I did like no-till planting potatoes. Ah, you have lots of rats in your area. We do have them, especially on the hedges. And remember, I shared a video some time back of a snake that was in my garden. Then I was told that snake is actually a friend that eats the rats. Because the rats are usually on that hedge. That is K apple, Dovialis scafra. So they just, when you just sit here quietly, you'll see some rats. All around I have that hedge. So, but then I haven't seen them really coming to destroy my plants. For my plants, the distraction I had in the past was that the dogs could not get any green grass. I have so many dogs and puppies. So they were just feasting on my seedlings, the green soft seedlings. You see, one is there. So I want to set you up to show you. Where I'm going to back. Quite hot. But not bad, at least. I know my camera won't get heated up. So, start from this point. So I've already harvested some beets. I still have more beets to harvest. And soon I should be harvesting some radish. So this looks like amaranth. Again, the beautiful amaranth. This one here with some red. Need to get this thing a little bit lower so that it can focus. Yeah, I'm thinking that's much better. It's much better. So we get to working. So I'm just checking whether there's some edible weeds. There's blackjack. Once I come across it, I will show you. There's lots of purslane that we can't even finish. So for the purslane, I just have to remove it because it's so much all over the garden. I'm just uprooting it and laying it here. I don't even want to add them to the fertilizer drum. I just want to create a good ground cover. Look at the radish now. I will leave that there. Seems like I should be harvesting some radish soon. So this one is edible and seems like it will go into seeding very soon. So that I will not remove. So I'm getting some of the weeds, weeding them from the, just uprooting it, but some are so hard I can't uproot them. But the goal is just to lay them down, not to have a bare ground. So the other thing I've noticed right now is that there are so many pests because the conditions are suitable. It is hot and wet. So I'm dealing with lots of pests, lots of weeds in the garden. So the goal is not to have a bare ground, but just reducing to control the growth because it's looking so wild. So I left them to grow so tall because now I have a good ground cover. This is amaranth again, and I have let me show you. So I've already shown you amaranth, a wild edible. This one is called, this is spider plant or saget here. Then we also have black nightshade. This is another edible weed. And at the moment also seed companies have grown big parcels of land with that black nightshade so that they can sell the seeds. But the wild one has a different taste. The weeds are so important. They help keep our bodies strong. Because our diet here is mostly vegetable. So getting these different weeds to supply the different nutrients is so nice. But then because of people, so many people are moving to the city, I think that is just all over the world. So they realize the types of vegetables that people like that are nutritious. So more seed companies are taking the seeds from the wild plants and selling seeds. But then, as for me, once I get it like this, I can let it go into seeding so that I have my own seeds. The good thing with growing your own, you know that the taste will be different. So here I have a patch of sunflower and some sweet potatoes. Look at that. So from the small sweet potato, now it's looking really nice. And then I discovered also I've got a watermelon plant coming up here. Let me show you. Let me get this one first. So I have to be so careful when grabbing so that I don't grab my main crop. What I'm doing, I'm just laying it down here. Leaving behind the edibles. This is the sweet potato. Let me just get this. As long as it continues raining, I don't think I'm going to have any issues with getting more edible weeds. So at the moment, even in the market, there's so much food. The fresh veggies are in plenty. Because we have like cowpeas, the veggies just take just like a month and you can harvest. So right now we are having plenty of fresh vegetables in the market. So I want to remove and by the way, this is my capsicum. This is my capsicum. Hello Mike, welcome. So look at my capsicum in a container. So the other capsicum plants have beautiful, beautiful fruits. I will show you. Today I'm doing a lot of garden maintenance because the weeds have become so wild that moving around the garden is becoming hard, and I don't want to hide any creatures. So at least I'm just creating like a carpet, a ground cover. All around my garden. So we are done with that far end. Good. Mike is propagating plants. Lovely. Yeah. I also do follow some live episodes while I'm just working. So we get to work together. So some time back I was shielding my plants with these stones. Because of I have so many puppies. They just want to lie on top of the beds. So I had to place this around just to make sure they don't kill all my seedlings and my small plants. So right now at least I can remove them and rest easy because there's plenty of grass for them to chew if they need to chew grass. So I want to get the grass that is there. Plenty of it. I want to see if I'll get something else that is edible here. Apart from the spider plants. You've seen the spider plant, the black nightshades. So here my ornamental plants have come back so beautifully. So I was away from my garden and everything. Just lazy, including my ornamental plants. So here I have some ginger. And there's a plant that resembles dandelion, but I don't think it is dandelion. It's like a false dandelion. So just get this. Get a good ground cover here. So I'm hoping to get some good ginger. I think they've been in for about maybe 5 months or more. So this pot has, I've got like 3 containers with ginger. Welcome, Where to Begin Homestead. How are you today? So here, this is now my sweet potato, looking so good. And behind there, it's hiding a pot. I have another pot with ginger, because at some point in the afternoon, this whole area will be shaded. So the ginger is doing good here. So just a few have shot up. Let me get the camera a little bit closer. So here, a few of them have shot up. And my ornamental plants are now covering this area. So this is ginger. Let me remove this. Here, this one, and the mess behind there is what I'm trying to clear. Just going step by step. So here I have my containers with the potatoes that I've grown from scrap. Seems like these ones had already gone into flowering earlier. Now they've started falling over. I hope I do get plenty of potatoes from scrap, from the potato peels. And I planted 2 containers. So that container, this one has potatoes grown from peels, and this other container. So it's a mess here. I want to try and get this mess cleared. I'm coming across amaranth again, another wild edible, so common here. Oh, and I did not show you the blackjack. Here I have blackjack, this one. And the other issue I'm facing right now is like I'm getting so many pests. Remember, it was last week I did spray on my plants with a mix to just bring the population down. But now again, because of the weather, the rain and the heat and the rain, it is just conducive for pest attack. So even as I'm moving around the garden, I'm being so careful that I should not touch the plants that have many pests and spread the pests. So here I have like aphids. They've attacked my plant. This one is called crotalaria. It also grows widely, but here I bought seeds. Now it has been attacked by the pests when I was away from the garden. And last week we got so much rain. It was not so heavy, but it was just raining continuously, so it was so hard to work in the garden. So here I have to be really careful when I'm weeding so that I do not spread those pests. And this vegetable is good for harvests. So preparing the leaves is what it's a heavy job, because you have to get the small leaves, but very nice, well prepared. Oh my, on Sunday I was away. I could not do a live video. I could not do a live video cooking in the kitchen. I should have prepared this vegetable. So nice. So I'm looking for a way through to get through this so that I can go and clear this other side, the potatoes, the amaranth. So I may have to go round. Yeah, at least now I have a nice cover on the ground. A really cool cover on the ground. Here we have to just get used to the sun. We have no option. And right now, because it wants to rain, the temperatures are shooting up. The mini garden beds. Thank you. I created the mini garden beds. They are like containers to help me conserve water. So I'm looking for a way to get right inside here. You see this? Look at the amaranth. And here I've got it has come up so beautifully. My Swiss chard. See, there's a tomato. There's a tomato plant right here. What is this? Isn't this tomato? Look at that. I didn't plant any tomato seeds here. I mean, I have so many tomato plants. I don't know what to do. I've already cleared a large area to transplant the tomatoes. And now here, look at that. So let me get away to stand right here. Without falling into the tomato plants. So let me put and here there's another wild edible. This one is so nutritious. This one is called, this is black nightshade. It is so precious. So there's another wild edible here and tomato. So let me just try pulling this so that I can show you. Oh my, The tomato is actually a big plant. And the weeds were actually supporting it. Look at that. Right here. Let me see how I'm going to position this so that you can see. So that I can get down here. So these weeds were hiding, like a big tomato plant here. So I have to find a place where I can step and get down. So for the black nightshade, I'm not removing it. For the spider plants, I will let it be. So now this tomato plant needs some support. So the weeds are hiding a lot of plants. Look at that. And here there's blackjack too. So at least once yes. Good. Now, so that you can get a good view of the tomato. Look at that. So these weeds were actually supporting the I have to get something. Like a stick. Let me get like a stick to create a stick for this tomato plant. Ooh. In the meantime, as I get rid of the so this is an old mop stick. I've used like plenty of them in the garden. They are so useful. Let me just drive it down right here so that it can support these plants. Good thing the ground is so soft. So it doesn't need too much energy to just get it there. At least. Yeah, good. So now I have another volunteer tomato plant and I have like a million more. A million more tomato plants. A million more tomato plants. So I want to show you something on my, let me just create some space here. Turn it this side. So our tomato at least had some support. So I want to show you this side. So this one, I know I'm going to get some seeds for my seed bank. I have plenty of seeds in my seed bank. And soon I need to do an update. That seed bank is so precious. Because you know, if you grow your food organically, no matter how small, if you have grown it well, you know it is tasty. And during the lockdown, at least we had our own seeds. So look at this. So they're actually like fruits on the potatoes. I don't remember the last time I grew potatoes if they got such. So the rains have done us some good job. Now it's time to clear this area. Look at that. So tonight I'm going to get some sweet sleep because all this work, oh my. I think I've already gotten to 1,000 squats. Just trying to clear the garden. There's so many. Lots of sticky grass. This side. We've got too much parsley. That for the parsley, I'm just removing it because I know there's more coming. Wow. So right now I've got excellent ground cover in this block. container here. So we're about to get to the end. So now you can see my container. This is a good, nice landing. Look at my potatoes flowering like crazy. Ooh. Look at that. So these ones are now at flowering. So I want to find a way to get that side. The other beautiful amaranth is here, the wild amaranth. Let me remove this, then I can show you. Oh my God, this is potato. I actually thought I had snapped my potato. It was parsley. Look at that. So this is the other beautiful amaranth. balancing the camera is becoming hard. So I just want to clear here. I don't want to remove this amaranth. And I've got crazy pest attack. Oh my, look at this. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Welcome, Annie. I've got crazy pest attack in my garden. Thanks for joining in, Annie. So this sticky grass is all over, and I have to be so careful so as not to spread pests. Look at this. My back is on the camera. Sorry. Look at this. So this is purslane. So this looks, they look like the seeds that actually scatter. That's why I have so much purslane in the garden. See that? I hope the camera is focusing. I've got too much. So that's why it's spreading like crazy in the garden. And my passion that you can't actually see because it's the weeds are surrounding it. Ooh. So this is my passion. And I actually saw that it had some flowers. And it wants to mesh up with the bougainvillea. So this is the last portion I'm working on for today. Like, this is the healthiest purslane you'll ever see. Look at that. Really thick stems. It's so hard to uproot them. Oh. Much better. Much better. So I'm only done with one block. That other block, partially done. So I've got a lot of work. So, but at least here, I can walk now freely. So here I want to bring tomatoes, then I'm going to do some covering with that. It was just too wild. Get that. So for my path, this portion leading to the tomato that I've just supported, I had not cleared this portion, and it seems like I have a gourd plant right here. And I did harvest some gourd plants. I did show it in the video. I think the first video when I started posting the videos again. So this looks like a gourd plant. And the issue is that it is so close to the pumpkin. I don't know how this will work out. I really don't know. Because cross-pollination is another issue. So I want to clear here. Ooh. I'm so happy my potatoes that I planted when it was raining. They've come up so nice. So the weeds were supporting it. I put it there. I need to clear this portion. Here there's black nightshades and blackjack. I really don't know how this is going to work out because these members of the same family, cross-pollination is possible. And it is so far gone that I think if I remove it here, because they usually have very deep roots. So I think for this area, we are good to go. Looking different. Looking so different. Yes, finally now you can see my my containers in the Swiss yard. Looking really good. So I've got this area to clear, and here I have passion. And I think there's tomato right there. Look at that. Lots of work, oh my. So look at this. So looks like I have another tomato plant here. Right here. Oh my, and it's not only one tomato plant, they're like three tomato plants, and there's blackjack, there's amaranth, and there's my passion that is going into the hedge. So let me just get the parsley. Look at the passion. It is becoming invisible because of all this growth. It's too much. Oh no, and the support fell. Look at that. So I need to get new support for this plant. This stick looks quite weak. And the leaves look so nice. Look at this. So here I've got more work to support this plant. Wow, man, is there anyone that thinks garden work is easy? Yes, I'm sweating and I'm exhausted. And this is so beautiful, healthy and nice. So this needs support. And it's going into the, look at this, the hedge. Garden work is relaxing. Oh my God, I'm exhausted and I've not finished the other side, but I'm exhausted. And going around, I'm discovering more and more and more plants. Tomato plants. The other tomatoes that I transplanted close to the sunflower, they survived. Look at that. And now the hedge has come back so thick and nice. Look at this. I know we are about to get the fruits. And do you know these fruits are edible? Look at that. Can you see the green fruits? And my passion. Look at, oh my God. The plant was so small. Oh my, I've not been in the garden for how many days? Look at that. And now they're going into the hedge. They're going into the hedge. Oh my. I'm exhausted. I don't think I can pull out any more weeds. This is great. This is nice. I didn't know my passion has become so beautiful like that. Well. So these are the carrots that we plugged in using the bottle. The bottles are still here. So remember this container. They are also there, standing beautifully. And this other container. So, it's crazy. Crazy growth in the garden. Crazy growth in the garden. But now, at least my ground, I can walk around. So still lots of work to be done. Lots of work to be done. Yeah, now I can walk. And these are the thank you, Where to Begin Homestead. And you know that there's a look at my, these are my groundnuts, and there's a tomato that came, and oh my god, I've been away for long. So this one I have to like transplant it so fast, like today. I should not leave it here. I should not leave it here at all. I have to remove this one. And it's close to the other tomato plants. So how is it that a tomato plant is growing right next to my groundnuts? Look at that. I'm exhausted, but I think I have to move that one. So let me just get something to... This cannot stay here. So I have a container. This one is now an intruder. You look good, but you are intruding into my groundnuts. Ah. So got it. So I need to take it to another. I should not intrude here. This one is that one. So I've got another container here. And plant it right there. So this was also intruding on a, where was it? And I transplanted it today. So good enough. And this one is so small, already going into flowering. I think I should let it grow a little bit more. Well, so here I want to, so remember this one was also covered by weeds. Napa cabbage. Look at this. And here I think I have gourd plant again. It is crazy. Crazy in the garden. And I want to show you my citrus. Look at this. So finally I'm going to enjoy. Look at that. But not without pest attack. So they're actually becoming bigger, which is just like I get to the garden and this is what I come to check. It's so amazing. This is tangerine. Look at this. It is so amazing. They start so small. Oh my God. So this that I removed, I needed to transplant some things first. Yes. Once I transplant, I'm going to return this cover. I tell you, I've got lots of fruits. Look at this. And they're actually becoming bigger, which is just amazing. They started so small. They started off small like this. And now you see they're becoming bigger. This is amazing, but I need to spray. I don't know whether it will rain. Maybe, you see? Because if I spray right now and it rains, it will wash off the spray again. And that is what happened the past 2 weeks. So this, I'm going to return them. And this block, I don't have a lot of ground cover, but there's actually a lot of sand. If you notice, if you look at the ground. And my tomatoes, look at that. So right there, I want to grow some tomatoes, which are like overgrown in their tin. Well, I'm exhausted. I can't continue. Thank you for joining me in this live episode. Lots of work, lots of work. So I think in the next live episode we have to like grow the other tomato. I will show you. But the weeding is not done. Thank you, Where to Begin Homestead. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Annie. Thank you, Star Homestead India. Oh my, look at this. Aya. My passion. Oh my. Oh my. Lots of work. Look at my passion. While I was away. This is what was oh my God. So, and my moringa. Oh my. So until next time, thank you for joining me in this live episode. Let's create a food and garden heaven. Woo. Lots of surprises. Lots of surprises, and the weeding is not done. It's not done at all. Okay, thank you all. Oh my. And looks like I have, oh my. There looks like I have that is watermelon. Okay. I will go live again. I have a lot to show you. Thank you all.